Hello darts nuts, I'm going to do a review of another set of Bulls Fighter soft tip darts. I've already reviewed two sets from the Bulls Fighter range. Bulls Fighter are quite a new company from Korea, and all the darts are made in Korea, and they come in this very neat, stylish packaging which is nice and compact. And this particular barrel, I think it's a player's barrel, but I'm not 100% sure of that. And these are called Udi or Udi, and on the back it says 90% tungsten, 42mm, maximum diameter 7.2, weight 18 grams, and these retail for £67 going by the exchange rate, which is, I think it's 119,000 Korean won. And the darts are fitted inside a slide out tray. Just slide it out, very nice and neat, and they are placed inside this quite thick foam inlay. And you get your barrels fitted with soft tips and tweeny stems, and Bulls Fighter standard shaped flights, which have already had the slots pre-punched, and you got your ring clips on the stems so you can fix the flights to the stems. So we'll have a close look at the dart now. Here's the close look at the Bulls Fighter Udi darts, or Udi. Like I said, I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that. And the fitted with your soft tips, as you can see, and got these little notches at the front of the barrel, which should, if you're a front gripper or if you like to hold your finger on there, it should help with the rolling resistance of the barrel. As you can see, the darts are polished to a high shine, almost look as if they're like a silvery finish. And like I said on the other review of the Bulls Fighter darts, there's a kind of an iridescence to the barrel, just the light playing on the very fine grain into the tungsten. And I've noticed with a lot of Asian darts, they seem to have the grip on the rear of the barrel, and it's not really a bad thing, because in most cases you're pushing through the centre of gravity, which is probably easier than pulling it from the front, and that's a problem when you're a front gripper like me. But I could probably throw these from that centre section there. It doesn't feel too bad to me. It'll probably feel more weird me gripping it there, but that level of grip on the rear, it's not aggressively high, but I would still say it's a high level of grip. The machining of the barrel is really very fine and very nicely done. And you've got your Bullfighter logo on the barrel at the middle there, and then these nylon tweeny stems fitted with ring clips, which are slotted through the Bulls Fighter standard flights. Overall, it's a very, very nice looking dart. So I'll just let you have a look at the barrel, and then I'll put the detail close up with all the measurements in detail. Alright, here's the detailed close-up now. Here's the detailed look at the Udi 18g darts. It's got a 25mm soft tip point, and the front section of the barrel has got these kind of notches, and there's a groove at the front. The first section is about 5.1 1mm, and then the groove, and then there's 12.2mm, and then you've got another groove, and then there's a band with little indentations in the barrel, and that's 4.2mm, and then the back of the barrel is made up of this close and wide spaced ring grip, which is deeply grooved, that's 13.2mm, and then there's a series of thin rings close together of 4mm. At the very rear of the barrel is some very fine micro grip, which is about 1.6mm wide. The overall length is 42mm and the width is 7.2mm. Right, then I'm just gonna take a few measurements of the barrel. Barrel length is 42mm exactly, like it said on the box, and the widest section looks around where that logo is. It's just on that logo, I think, 7.2mm, and the front section is 6.12, and then it tapers from that middle section 6.8, 6.8, and then towards the end 6.8. Just where the barrels now. That one is 18.07, and that one is 18.07, and 18.07 again. That's perfectly match weighted, so I've probably had about 4 barrels now that have been perfectly match weighted, and 2 of them have been the Bulls Fighter, so pretty good quality then. And the weight of the full setup as it's supplied is 20.24 grams. Right, I'll see if I can work out the balance point. Obviously with soft tip dart it's drilled out from the front as well as the back. It's drilled out quite a bit on the back, so my guess is it's going to be around here because a lot of the barrel is machined out there, and obviously that's the thickest part, so it should be front weighted with nothing attached. Actually it's closer to the middle than I was expecting, so it's pretty close to the centre, that. And when the points are fitted, it's probably going to move just a little bit more to the centre. Yeah, it's moved up a little bit, and with the supplied shaft and flights it's probably going to move a little bit more again, I think. Yeah, it's just a little bit rear of the centre. Right then, like I said before, I don't have a soft tip board, but these will work perfectly well on my steel tip board. But it's all about how the darts fly and how they look really, and these do look very nice, and they are very nicely made, great quality to them. So let's give them a throw and see how they go. Right, I know I said on the last bit that I didn't have a soft tip board, but I have got a soft tip board now. I've waited for the board to arrive before I finish the rest of the review, so I can test these darts how they were meant to be tested now on the soft tip board. So here we go. Not too bad for my first throw. electric. Wasn't bad. I'm holding the dart just around that fat middle section. It's probably better for a rear gripper really. You've got all that rear grip there, and where I'm holding it there, it's mostly smooth. There's a little bit of grip around here, but it feels a bit weird thrown from that for me, but I'll probably give it a go from there just to see what happens. But the dart actually feels a little bit better balanced in the fingers there, so I dare say if you're a rear gripper it's probably going to suit you better, but like I said, I'm just holding it around there for now. The darts are flying very steady through the air. I can't see any untoward movement or anything, and they do feel, even from that point, they're feeling nicely balanced to throw. I'll just give it a throw from there then, just to see what happens. It's probably going to go either too high or way over to the right or something weird like that, but I'll just see what happens. Actually, it wasn't too bad actually. I'll give it one more throw. Flights come off. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be for me, but I think if you're a genuine rear gripper, you're probably going to like throwing from there, and I think overall this is going to suit a rear gripper more than it does a front gripper like me. I'm just going to go back to my front grip, but like I said, it's working alright for my grip from there. Wait a minute. I thought so. The point was broke on that dart. Oh, there it is. It's stuck in the board. I thought it felt a bit funny then when I threw it. Yeah, well, I'll change the point. Oh well, there you go, that's the Bulls Fighter Udi 18-gram dart. It's a really nice dart actually. I was surprised how well it threw. I thought with it being more suited for a rear grip it wouldn't work so well with my front throw, but it does fly very nice, and I didn't see anything dodgy in the movement of the dart through the air. It had a very nice steady flight path, and these are a really nice looking dart and very nicely machined, great quality. So there you go, that's the end of the review. Thanks for watching.